Hey guys, I didn't want to do that many videos for these 2 days unless something big happened. And when something technically big happened yesterday, I tried to do it, and unfortunately, my little baby didn't let me. Yes, I have family. We have lives outside of the videos, and I'm trying to get into this, making videos. And so what I looked at DC Fanatic Radio. I respect that guy. He gets everything almost as soon as it happens. I looked at Chango and see what was up, and it surprised me because when I tuned in, it was barely gonna start the third round, and it surprised me what Fanatic said, and that we lost about 120 points in draft points. That we needed 4 players in the first 3 rounds. So it was like 4 players. So I'm guessing he wanted to trade back in. We needed an extra trade, not necessarily to lower ourselves, move up into the position. So they didn't comment anything about the player, and I got the same vibe today. The problem wasn't the players. It was that we need more guys, and we need more high caliber guys. We need strong guys with talent that can help us out right now, and I totally agree with that. We're still missing a safety, and we're giving away picks just to move up a little bit. In a way, it's alright if you want to get your guy, right? But moving up to today, that was what I was thinking yesterday. Moving up to today, what happened? You didn't move up. That pissed off Shango a lot. You spend your whole, maybe a month or more working on your mock drafts, hoping you get these guys, and then you lose out on opportunities. 2 out of 3 rounds, that was his biggest beef. 2 guys in 3 rounds. You didn't find any way to move in. You see, Cleveland. I mean, even Cleveland passed twice on Johnny Manziel, and they had their opportunity to get him because they moved up again. You keep moving in. Minnesota, what did they did? They jumped ahead of Houston and got Bridgewater. So they keep moving in because they're investing in these guys. We needed a safety, a cornerback, something on the backfield, and we didn't do anything to get back into at least the third round, not necessarily the second round, third round. So we have 4 compensatory picks. They're not as valuable, as 1 pick in the second round. They're gonna be technically garbage, like some people say. But at least maybe you could have, give them a couple to try and get into the third round. I'm not sure. I mean, it seems some can be very expensive to trade in, and maybe that's probably why they didn't do it. It was too expensive for the Cowboys to get back in. I'm not sure, but I mean, you do your best. It's the second year in a row that it looks like you did something wrong in the draft. I mean, you could have had Manziel. You could have gotten Manziel. Did some trades, get extra picks, and then do your business that you wanted. I'm not sure. I mean, that's just my opinion. So looking into this, what we have today, all right, we're at the 6th round right now. We didn't have anything for the 5th round. Probably traded away him long ago, all right. And 6th round, we're waiting our turn for the 7th. I'm sorry, we traded the 6th round, not the 5th. I'm sorry. We don't have anything in the 6th round, so it's just waiting game. I'm waiting for the 7th round to come in. Talking about Michael Sam, he's available. We could have, in a way, gotten him if we wanted to. I mean, he's nowhere near Lawrence, but I mean, worst case scenario. I mean, you got a guy that has some stiff hips, like Mayock says, and so you could at least, if you really needed to replace DeMarcus Ware, which we do, and you couldn't get Lawrence because you did some other movements to get more people. I mean, you could have had that option. Look, he didn't go away. Michael Sam looks like a chip on his shoulder kind of guy. So you could have you know played it a little bit and got more picks so you can get more stuff. And I'm just saying, if you would have lost out on DeMarcus Lawrence, or sorry, Zach Martin for that case. The thing is, what I agree with the guys is this: that we needed more picks sooner rather than later. Right? I do agree with that. And the consensus is, I also agree with the talent, because I was looking at these guys and the two picks, great talent. I mean, that's not an issue. And but I doubt that we get there's so much of a good talent that we actually uh, we wouldn't need the safeties. In a way, a pass rusher needs a good safety to get that extra second. All right, so we need a corner and safety right now. Wilcox, Claiborne, they haven't done their job, up to par of what we need. So, I mean, it just came back from commercial, so just gonna listen in really quick. Where the 200, it's like now it's going really fast because the commissioner not coming out. If you haven't seen the draft before and you haven't seen it right now, the first round is like really exciting. The commissioner comes out, announces your name and whatnot. Now it's just going like pancakes really quick. They're just telling you who they're picking. So and if it was a trade or not. Um, I really wanted to see the reaction of the guys with the trade specifications of the trade for the Cowboys. If it did only just cost us two trades, I mean, two picks. I'm sorry. So what I was gonna want to see there is that, okay, it cost us a second and third round pick to move up. All right. If that was all that cost us, that was fine, because we could have used some of the picks to move up into the third round. Basically, again, what Chango's saying, and but they didn't do that. We basically, okay, we the second one in the night to start off, and we're gone. See ya. And we need more players, and we needed more players, and with a wide receiver, that's the only one with question marks on. Do we really want another wide receiver? Is there any problem with Des Bryant? I don't know. We got rid of Miles Austin, but we had depth. I mean, what's happening with our backups? They're not getting developed enough so you can move them up when the starter goes? I mean, so what's going to happen with the guys that we have there? And they're just going to say bye-bye? Your needs are the defensive needs. You put an old offensive linebacker, by the way, on the fourth round. I know you want protection for Romo. That was a big, that's why Zach Martin is not so bad. But we're still looking at, the backfield. What's going on? And so that's the main issue right now with this draft. I mean, we're thinking one thing. We're thinking one thing that they're gonna do, and they totally do another thing. And for if you were even thinking of reset button sooner or later, you would have gotten Manziel. So you don't get him. You got safe pick. Fine. So you're gonna go fill needs, go kind of all in on this season, maybe the next. But you don't do that either. You're going all over the place, Mr. Jones. Honestly, we didn't do anything on the first round to kind of surprise anybody, and then we kind of just waited and waited and waited to see if you were gonna get into last night. And right now, didn't do anything to get back into the sixth round. People are just going and going and going. What kind of there's Mr. Irrelevant for a reason. So what's going on? The seventh round really doesn't do that much, for you, because it's basically everything that the guys that nobody wanted. You know what I mean? So what are we gonna pick that we can develop? I saw an article about this guy. They're not even letting him be interviewed, not which is in charge, assistant of personnel, and which is in charge of getting the talent. You better have done your homework and gotten sleepers like crazy. These rounds are coming up because we need sleepers right now. We need everybody that's gonna think, oh, they're crap. You know, the Sims, everybody that you got, according to this article, that you were responsible for getting. You need to do this. I don't want to say the name wrong and whatnot, so I'm not gonna say it. But we need some sleepers right now in this round. That's to save this draft. We need corners and safeties of sleepers right now because we did not get enough players to fill our needs. We have 7 compensatory picks. Jesus, I can't even talk today. Um, we need some big players right now to get picked that nobody thought they were going to be any good. Big chip on their shoulders kind of players. We need something big for these next 5 picks that we have. And we need to find the Tom Brady's. We need the Romos also. When even undrafted, we need some big names right now, and we need to start developing players. Please, everybody says that they're going to develop and is why they don't play the first year. Then why are they being let go? Then I mean, you're not developing them. You're just wasting picks. So 2 solid good picks, and that's basically all I could say. 4th and 5th round, they're not really bad picks either. Just I was expecting more. If this were, it looked like the day off was yesterday, and now we're trying to work to turn in the homework at the last minute, which should have been, traded everything for today. I don't care, and boom, go strong in yesterday. Higher talent. Um, so that's basically what I'm looking at. That's my opinion. I said it before. Jay Watt is basically the trash talker, so I'm not surprised. No Vitz right now, unless we did some moves and screwed the Giants, Redskins, or Eagles in a way. But they kind of did that. Philly trading for Cleveland and Keegan and Manziel. Honest, they did not want Manziel in the division, so that I could expect Jay Watt trash talking about that. I could see Shango pissed right now because he did a lot of studying. He did his shows and everything for the draft. I'm not that type of video. I'm kind of like the state that we think we are in, and looking at objective and kind of keeping Mr. Jones real. And honestly, the thing I could say towards that is that Mr. Jones just tried to cover his ass a moment ago. The Dallas Cowboys releasing a statement. Props to Fanatic because he got the story out even before they did. That Mr. Jones backpedaled on Manziel. I don't care how much you can try and compliment the guy and say how good he was and everything, and how loyal we are to Romo. In a way, you gotta screw loyalty because they have a shelf life. I got number 9. You can't tell right now. I got number 9. My jersey number 9. I love Romo. He brought some life back into the team that we desperately needed. Bledsoe wasn't going anywhere. It was my dad's birthday actually in 2006 when he came in. We were all together as a family, and normally I'm the big Cowboy fan in the family, followed by my brother. He was the one who said, put in the game. We have a Monday night coming, and we saw the switch and the lighting, the score lighted up, honestly, on the Cowboys. And so I've been a big supporter of Romo, but that was 8 years ago, right? And he was in the bench almost 3 years before that. Okay, he has studied the game enough. He's not gonna develop anymore. If anything, he thinks he knows everything right now. He's not gonna change, and you cannot expect him to change. So if you do not give him the confidence to do what he can do with other pieces, he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna save any more games like he did against Buffalo with Witten, almost to the T. Pass out of bounds, and the field goal and everything to get that game out of the Bills' hands, and that was the year that they went undefeated during the season. The Patriots did, and so also we went first seed and everything. I mean, Romo's not gonna do that anymore, not by himself anyway. Um, so honestly, you need to have to exploit his experience, right? And stop saying that we have loyalty to him because that's not going to matter in a couple of years when he's too old. You are betting to at least get 3 years of a two-back surgery quarterback, right? That's what you're hoping, that he gives you 2 more years. You paid him more than the Super Bowl winning quarterback. Did that get you anything? Money. Romo doesn't care about the money, all right? And so he's not gonna get more production because you pay him more. And if anything, he may even get complacent. You don't know. So I'm just waiting for the next few picks. The seventh round is about to begin in about a few 9 picks, more or less. Yeah, and the 215 is the first pick of the seventh round. Which is Houston and then Washington and then Cleveland. So start to do. I hope you did your homework, guys, for the sleepers, and we get all of them. So it's gonna be an interesting next year because technically the only changes we did was for the O-line, as if our offense was the issue. I'm not complaining about the O-line. What did I say about Zach Martin? Get rid of Doug Free. You know what I mean? Honestly, guys, we need to rethink this. We're demanding something from a quarterback that's really not going to give us anything. He's not going to learn anything new. He's not going to change. His ship is probably smoothed out already. He doesn't have a chip on his shoulder. He forgot about being benched for 3 years. Romo is done mentally. He is already the end product. He's another cogwheel in the machine. We need other weapons. Romo is gonna use them very well. I don't doubt that. But you need to avoid defenders coming at him. You need to avoid the play being read. You need to have surprises and trust his audibles, because honestly, they read us with Redskins 2 years ago, and that was the interception. That was the defender going through. They read us. They know us way too well, even more I think that we know ourselves. Garrett is predictable, and Callahan is even more so. So I actually liked the fact that Romo was going to get the opportunity last year, but he did. As soon as he made one mistake, boom. They stopped. They didn't want to let him do any more changes. So right now, adding an offensive line, you're still putting some of the responsibility on Romo because you're hoping the offense goes well. That's not going to happen, honestly. At least not more than. I mean, what did Romo give you? 48 points. Right, but if you want to call it his fault, not his fault, whatever. Let's see. They're talking about the Manziel pick. Well, okay. I'm not gonna let that distract me anymore. If you're tuning into the NFL Network, you know what I'm going on. This year is gonna be an interesting year. We're gonna look like the safe. We wanted to play it safe, and we wanted something for this year. Hope it doesn't bite us in the ass, honestly. We need something big to come out of this year because at least not necessarily. We need a playoff appearance with a record better than 9-7. Obviously, um, we cannot settle for just a 9-7 season. Honestly, I cannot see the press releases. At least we're not 8-8, but we couldn't make the playoffs. That's just gonna be so effing pathetic if we do something like that. We need something better. We need something better. We need a 10-6 at the least. I mean, if you're investing in protecting Romo, he better give us something big. Um, the Lawrence guy, the Lawrence kid, I really hope he give us the next Demarcus Ware. I mean, I really hope your picks are really, really good picks. All right, that's all I can say. 20 minutes of complaining, I guess, because the second and on rounds were crap. Not because of the players, because of the decisions, and we needed more players. We need more defense. We've been saying defense, 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 and they only got one defensive player so far. Why a wide receiver, honestly? On the fifth round. Was he the best guy available, honestly? So what are you going to pick on the seventh round? Mediocre backups? So, I apologize if I'm upset. I was expecting more from this draft. The first round was the only round that it kind of went like we wanted to, and I agree with the grade. We gotta see. Our strategy wasn't that good at all. So let's see what happens in the next few minutes. I mean, I'm just gonna log off right now. Unless there's a confirmed sleeper that everybody forgot, and then the Cowboys got this. I probably say anything, but I'm not gonna know. We're gonna know about these seven rounders until the season starts in the preseason. So, and usually the big guys that they talk about is the first one. Oh, this was the first one, blah, blah, blah. And usually when you hear who was this guy, that's basically the seven rounders on or the undraft picks. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen in the next hour. So um, I'm just gonna I'm in Mexico, so it's Mother's Day is today, Saturday, May 10th. Um, so today is booked, and tomorrow, which is Mother's Day in the U.S., I'm gonna go see my grandmother. She's over there, and I'm gonna be booked there too. So football is barely starting for me. In a way, I was happy to put the jersey back on, but the draft again kind of left me with more questions than answers, and I'm not sure if anything's gonna change. I just see another 8-8. Unless these, like I said, the first two picks are dynamite. I just see another 8-8. Nothing has changed. Coaches, nothing. So um, I'm not sure. I hope something changes. Honestly, I hope something changes. I'm expecting a 10-6 season with a playoff appearance and a win. Um, I don't care if we go 1-1 again. You know, after 3 years of 8-8. But we need a playoff appearance and we need a playoff win for Romo because honestly, just trade the guy, just trade him. If we end up again with interceptions, it's just gonna shatter him. I mean, we won't use that guy anymore. I mean, nobody will. That's a problem. So just trade him if you can. I don't see high hopes right now for this team this year. Not yet, anyway. Preseason hopefully changes my mind, and then win against the 49ers. Really hope. I have an uncle that is crazy about the 49ers and annoying about the 49ers, and I don't want to give him crow. Jay Watt, uh, I don't know how you do it. I'm not sure how you felt that you gave crow to the Giants in 2011, and then they went and won the Super Bowl again. I felt like crap when I saw that vid. You were giving crow. I couldn't finish seeing it, dude. And so no, honestly, I need something to snap me out of it. So let's hope the best for this year, guys, and let's hope these two main picks are explosive picks. They're really good picks. Because if not, we're gonna end up wanting Mansell and a restuff for him like crazy. I do agree something with Jerry Jones said, or at least whoever wrote it, is that if we would have gotten Mansell, the controversy would have been big. An explosion would have happened because everybody would be chanting Mansell, Mansell, and get Romo out, just like they did with Bledsoe. And that is actually not so bad, but the problem is he kind of moves you in another direction, Mansell. So I agree with Jones, and that's all I'm gonna agree with that guy. Crazy, grip keeper. Um, so we need to hope for the best this year, and but I don't see it happening yet. So let's hope for a big preseason. Give us some hope, and I want some competition from Romo. I want something from Romo extra that would come from Manziel or any of these guys that are trying not to pick. So no, that's it for me. Peace. Happy Mother's Day. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I don't want to say peace. I was thinking Chango and I said peace. That's his line, not mine. Just want to say Happy Mother's Day to the moms out there and talk to you guys later. You know.